Hello, my friends. Welcome to Weekly Options. Welcome to the channel. This is Monday, September 22nd, and it's the end of the day. We've already gone through the trading day, and I had a pretty good day today. I made $62,448 today in the markets, and I did that on the backs of three really solid trades. I traded Robinhood and I made $32,000 trading Robinhood. I closed out my NVDA trade. I made another almost $31,000 on NVIDIA. And then JNUG, I closed out that trade and I made over $40,000 on that trade. I had a losing trade today. It was the Ethereum trade, the ETF, ETHA, that went against me to the tune of $41,000. But overall, on the day, my P&L of realized profits was $62,448. Let's dive right into the trading day, and I will take you through my day as it unfolded to let you see exactly how I made these decisions and how the day unfolded. Let's get right to it. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Weekly Options. Welcome back to the channel. It is Monday, September 22nd, and the market has just opened about approximately 1 minute ago. We are looking at the futures being down 0.2%. SPX is trading down about 11 points right now. We're just seeing where things are going to try to go today. Let's drop down to the 15-minute chart here on the ES futures. And as you can see, we really traded down here throughout the night and chopped around, and it looks like the market's trying to regain a little bit of ground from the morning session. Let's go back over to SPX, and as you can see here, we opened up on a little bit of a gap down. This is just a trend line that I have drawn here. This is the high of day yesterday, or on Friday, and then the low of day yesterday. And we're kind of right in the middle of the range. So, maybe the market's rolling over a little bit. Maybe we're losing a little bit of upward momentum. It's a little bit tough to tell. But let's look at some of the other things that we're in right now. Gold and silver are up, which is pretty nice. I'm not in that name, but I am in JNUG. And JNUG has gapped up even higher yet again, which is quite a thing of beauty. That's a very nice thing to see. And also, we are in NVIDIA. NVIDIA is a little bit down today. We're just going to just watch that trade. Reddit is also opened up down. And then SATS, or Echo Star, is now starting to gap up. As you remember from last week, I got into a long, probably a little bit prematurely. Price came down to fill this gap here, and hopefully now we're kind of heading in the right direction. So those are the things that we're going to watch today. I've got a sizable cash position on hand to take advantage of anything new that might come around today, and I'm going to maintain a bit of a nimbleness, if you will, so that I can either go to the upside or the downside, depending on the market conditions. Okay, my friends, welcome back. And we are almost 30 minutes into trading right now. We've got about these are 15-minute candles here, and we've got another 10 minutes to go till this candle prints. Right now, it looks as though we are struggling to go higher here. Even though we have the 21 period moving average sloping up, that's still from the momentum of Friday. And we are just trying to inch back up. I'm not sure there's a lot of conviction here for that. And so I may be looking to go short the market for a short-term swing trade. If the 9 o'clock candle opens and we are starting to head down a little bit, then I might look to go ahead and buy some puts in SPX. So that's what I'm looking at right now. Everything else just seems a little bit tepid. If we look at Duke Energy is going down. Ethereum is just way down in the basement. Generac is still a little bit down today. Robinhood is down. JNUG is the high performer, even though it did come off of the initial pop that it received when the market opened. So, we might be in a little bit of a risk-off situation today. And even though we've got a couple green candles here, we really aren't going north with any degree of conviction at all. And so when the next 30-minute candle or the next 15-minute candle prints, if we look like we're going to be heading south, then I'll go with the momentum to the downside. Okay, so this is the chart of ETHA. This is the ETF that tracks Ethereum, and I'm going to close this trade. My patience is worn out, and this gap down today is actually gapped down below my kind of mental stop. As you can see, I came in right here, we chopped around, and we've opened it down, and there's just a lot of weakness in this Ethereum chart. I think if you look at this right here, we have broken down below the 200 period moving average, and this just really means that we can probably just continue to go lower. And, we can come back down and retest this level right here, 3,800. That's not beyond a reasonable doubt. And I just can't continue to hold this position any longer. So it's been a bad trade for me, and I'm going to go ahead and take my loss and move on. So out of ETHA. Okay, so I'm out of Ethereum, out of ETHA, and took a sizable loss on that position. Hurt to take that loss, and I kind of violated my own principles. I really thought that this was going to get better, and it really didn't. And so I took a large loss on Ethereum. And, that's okay. I feel better now. I feel like I can just use my mental capital to make my monetary capital work better for me. And so, to that end, I'm looking at rocket companies. And, this has been in a nice uptrend here. These are 4-hour candles. A nice little correction down, up, a little bit of corrective activity. We've kind of just been stair-stepping upward. And here on this 4-hour candle here, we are in the upper part of the range, halfway through this in there. And so I decided to just watch this for a little bit longer. This is on my short list to probably get back into a trade, and we'll see how Tapestry goes. But I'm out of Tapestry for now. I did go ahead and pick up some puts right here in SPX, and we'll just see how this goes throughout the day. Price is coming back down, and we'll see if we fall back down through the range this afternoon. The market just doesn't seem to be offering too much in way of new opportunity, at least for my type of trading. So I'm going to let my existing positions work, and I'll check back in toward the end of the day and see how things are coming along. Hello, my friends. We're back. It's about 1 hour before market close, and my hood calls just closed for a profit right at this area right here. I was long calls here from September the 11th and held them through till today. And I had a take profit set, and I hit my take profit. And so I'm out of hood. That was a very nice trade for me. Glad to have that. And then the other trade that triggered today was NVDA. And I had a take profit on that as well. As you might remember, I was in NVIDIA from this point, and then we had this pop-up today, and we were sitting at, let's see, we're at $183 right now. And I think somewhere right in here was when my take profit was triggered. So that's 2 winning trades today. So out of NVIDIA at this point, and also out of Robinhood at this point. Those are trades that are going very well. The other trades we'll just take a look at. Generac is finally showing a little bit of sign of life here, and so pretty happy with that trade. As you remember, I sold Ethereum and it's just gone lower, so that's a good get riddance on my part. Sometimes you just have to jettison the losers, and really that was just a terrible trade on my part, and I'm glad that not more damage was done. We are in SATS, which is EchoStar, which is just having a little bit of a pop here. We'll see if this can really pay out for me in the future. I'll be patient with that trade. And SPX has just really gone on a tear. I entered some puts thinking that the market was going to dip back in, and we just kind of went off to the races today. I'm underwater on that trade. I'm going to hold it for a bit and see what happens. I still don't like the fact that the VIX is still positive all day long. This kind of tells me that maybe the market doesn't have faith in this rally. We'll see if there's a reversal. That's about it. I'll see you at the end of the day, and we'll do a quick recap. So coming back over to the Kinfo, we can look here at how I'm doing for the month of September. You can see that I'm now up to $482,000 for the month of September. I've had 4 losing days, and the rest have been green days, including my $62,000 day today. We have a couple more days left in the month, and I'm hoping to have a very strong trading week. But in order to do so, I need to make good decisions while trading. I need to not allow things such as fear, greed, or hope to get into my trading, and really kind of stay sharp in terms of the psychological mindset that it takes to trade successfully every day. So stay tuned. Go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with videos as they come out. And we'll see how the rest of the week unfolds and the rest of the month unfolds. And in the comments section, let me know what you're trading down below. Let me know what you're trading in the comments section. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, guys, take care and happy trading.